Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
They'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be brought down at the 27. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, and that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now here's Mahomes. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. The Niners at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
I'm one, ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense and get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
On second down, here's Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Burrow. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. A quick throw, but incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Touchdown! Devontae Adams. A 15-yard touchdown ground. And the 49ers Cowboys have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Play action. It's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Hey, 43, 15.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away. And this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes. It's caught here by Adams. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
On one, ready? 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Now they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go, here we go.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
11 Palmer. 11 Palmer.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. They go play action with Burrow. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A first down carry for Barkley. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
11 Thomas.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
11.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
11 empty.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
11.
Burrow will throw. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll buy some time right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 2nd down at 7.
And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Josh Jacobs. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the 49ers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Here we go, here we go.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
11.
Barkley, inside handoff. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Hey, we got to go score.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers as
touchdown 49ers. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Burrow on play action. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, the football comes out. Jacobs lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, Jacobs. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Barkley. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
11, 11, 11.
Block it in motion right. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Taken from about the 12.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of...
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom going big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi, my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much?
Continue ahead to begin.
Ain't no mileage of $4 configure. The road I travel don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertip like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a tango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, Lance out to his left. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Play action. Now it's Lance. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juice. And the Panthers force the turnover. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. Following the fumble recovery, Lance, open man, completes it to Claypool. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a play fake, Lance. Claypool with another catch. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll give it to Mixon. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. To throw, it's Lance. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. On first down, Lance. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. Running left, it's Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And Lance's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Mixing up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, they run with Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Lance looking to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new. All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play.
Here we go, set.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Lance now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready up.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Locates Claypool on the crossing route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Ready?
Throwing on first down is Lance. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A handoff to Mixon. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. The Lance going to throw. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here's Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Second down and goal. Lance. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Lance now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Inside handoff to Mixon. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And quickly they get to the line. From the 39, Lance. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 16. Here's a give to Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Lance. This is caught. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Offside. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 20. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Now Lance. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. On 2nd and 10, Lance. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Panthers will... We are in the 4th and final quarter. As the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready?
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 74 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Strike. Check. Strike.
Now Joe Mixon. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Off the play fake. Lance. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
10 seconds.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
They've got to feel pretty good.
So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Come on, set. Squad, stand.
This is Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
On 2nd and goal, Lance. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only...
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed...
Better, petty, don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tower. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. No boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't with swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky